Well, in mid-July, news broke that the TSA was allowing illegal immigrants to board airplanes without documentation. At the time, the TSA denied allegations, but a new letter suggests otherwise. The document addressed to a Texas lawmaker reads in part this: if a passenger can only present a Form I-862, TSA will attempt to establish the passenger's identity through DHS partner components.
It's a lot of random jargon. So now that we know undocumented people boarding planes without proper ID, why did the TSA try to cover it up before? Joining us now is Hector Garza, Border Patrol agent and spokesman for the National Border Patrol Council, Local 2455. Hector, nice to see you this morning.
Good morning.
So a lot of numbers and a lot of jargon. Let's cut right through all that smoke. Basically, the bottom line is that the TSA is now admitting that they're allowing illegal immigrants to board planes using what's known as a notice to appear, which is the slip of paper that ICE hands them if they don't have identification. Am I right?
That is correct. Many of these illegal aliens that cross into our country legally do not have the proper identification, and pretty much all we're giving them is a notice to appear document.
Right, and from what I understand, they don't have a watermark on them. They're easily duplicated, and they can just be passed around from person to person. So do you yourself feel safe getting on an airplane, and should we, especially in light of everything that's going on with ISIS right now?
Well, the fact that these people are actually boarding planes with just a simple notice to appear is very concerning to us, and should be very concerning to the American public. Our Border Patrol agents came forward with this information. They did notify the local TSA at the Laredo International Airport, and their concerns were ignored, and that's when we decided to actually reach out to Breitbart.com and publish this article to let the American public know of what was happening and let them know that there was some security gaps in this situation.
But we knew about this, right? And it seems like they were covering it up, because in a previous statement to Fox and Friends, they had written this, that they had said to us: a notice to appear issued by the Executive Office for Immigration Review is not an acceptable form of ID at the TSA checkpoint. So they were telling us really a bald-faced lie, right?
Well, not only that, I mean, it was a bold attempt to fool the American public, and that is very concerning. But also, our Border Patrol agents were called pretty much liars, saying that our reports and our claims were completely false and they were completely wrong, when in fact our Border Patrol agents are sworn law enforcement agents that are upholding the Constitution, and they were concerned about the security gap, and they reported to the National Border Patrol Council, and we make sure that their concerns were heard.
Yeah, and some would say that their back was against the wall, so then they made this statement instead. This is a new statement made to Fox and Friends. They say, we aren't as worried about illegal immigrants flying. We are more worried about planes blowing up. Is it that hard to do both at the same time?
Well, it just goes to show that the TSA does not take national security very serious. Now, as the Border Patrol Union representing the non-supervisory Border Patrol agents, we reported this incident to the Office of Inspector General, and we've also requested a congressional investigation into this matter, and to this day we have not received a single phone call back to ask us about what we have to offer or ask us for our information.
Unbelievable. I mean, think about the level of security we go through. They wouldn't let us on a plane.
Take off your shoes, even grandmas and toddlers have to.
Exactly. I mean, and the news, Hector, of course, that we're getting overnight or over the past few days about ISIS potentially working very closely with Mexican drug cartels, and all they need is a little slip of paper. Hector, keep up the great work, though, all right?
Thank you, sir.
Thanks, Hector.